All right, so we're inside the Jeep here. Let's take a look around. It's very nicely appointed, very race buggy looking with very refined interior. Customer chose these Mastercraft Baja RS seats because they do recline. They do have lumbar support in them, and they also have heated pads in the rear of the back of the seat and the bottom of the seat. So very comfortable seat. You can see the Impact Racing harnesses, 5-point harnesses. So it's full race ready as far as that goes. The cage, you can see is GenRight's cage in here. We saw outside how we flattened the top of it so that you have this one metal roof here. Very clean looking from the outside, kept the Jeep profile down quite a bit. And kind of tweaked a lot of little things, the handles, a lot of little pieces and parts of the cage. We actually lowered the rear seats a couple of inches more than they normally sit because the customer did not like the stadium seating look. So that was something that got changed out. The back seats are crowded, but I have sat back there. So surprisingly, I wouldn't ride back there all day, but you can definitely run out for dinner or something like that after a day on the trail if you want to take your friends with you or go grab some ice cream. In the console here, lots of stuff going on. So he had the twin stick Atlas. So that was something to incorporate. I'm a big fan of cutting brakes for manipulation in the rocks. They work really well. We had to overcome the e-brake issue with a series of line locks on their two rear wheels because with the long travel suspension, the cables they go crazy and there's no good way to manage them. So we incorporated these line locks. So we just started with a semi-custom console that we found that was basically a blank canvas. And as you can see, we cut in the twin sticks, we cut in the factory shifter stayed, even with the LS swap, it was able to stay there. You can see the left-right line locks, the left-right cutting brakes. The S-Pod is there as well. These big red buttons are your push-to-talk buttons for the rugged radio race headsets, so you can talk to your buddy while you're blasting across the Baja. And so very nice integration, tons of stuff going on in this console. Just the plumbing alone for the brakes to have the line locks, the cut and brakes, all that. This is just literally filled up. I did add a small fuse panel to the back that's weatherproof just to maintain power to all these things. For navigation, this customer loves the Lowrance. It's his favorite piece. He uses them on all of his buggies that he has, the side-by-sides, so we incorporated that. While we had it apart, he decided that some better tunes were in order. We spoke about the JL audio speakers. There's a JL audio amp underneath the passenger seat that I'm sitting here in. Very clean, very nice sound. We added a couple of JBL subwoofers under the rear seat and this big Alpine head unit that controls it all. We integrated his little gauges for the LS series right into the vents, which they still function. This Jeep still has heat, air conditioning, all the conveniences that it had before. It's just has the LS power plant in there. So all the stereo controls work from the steering wheel. We added an air compressor for airing up, airing down underneath the driver's seat because obviously we ran out of room under the hood. And that's a clean spot for it to be a very standalone unit. Pop the chuck in there and fill up your tires as needed. We'll give it a little turn over here just to make a little excitement. Nice little cold start on an LS, everybody loves that. So you can see it is a very capable buggy, but at the end of the day, inside you're as comfortable as you were, maybe even more so than what it was before, just simply because the seats are much more supportive than the factory seats. Added a mirror up here that clamps to the cage. Aftermarket dome light, it's wired to those half doors that we have all the integrated locks in, so it works, again, integrating everything to work just like it did instead of you get your buggy back and, oh, it drives great and it'll wheel, but I don't have this, I don't have lights, I don't have brake lights. All those things that happen when people get highly modified vehicles. We take that extra time to make sure that at the end of the day, it works like it did when you dropped it off, and you have all these new integrated performance features, but you didn't lose any of the comfort features.